Hi, this is Madam Pamita, and I hope you enjoy this clip from my Live Magic Q&A. If you'd like to see the full recording of the Live Magic Q&A, you can do so. All you have to do is be a part of my coven. And to do that, all you have to do is click the link below or go to patreon.com/Madam Pamita. I hope you become a part of my coven and enjoy this clip.
All right, Nirvana has a question. What type of love workings would you recommend during this month and during the waning moon? Okay, let's talk about moon magic. You can, not you must, but you can bring timing into your magic spells, right? Timing is another way we can support our spell work. And there are loads of different ways to do timings. If you want to know about magic with timings, there's a couple of resources for you. Number one, early podcast episode. I almost want to say it's maybe podcast episode 3 or 4. I talk about timing of spells. So you can go back to that episode, listen to that episode, and learn all about different kinds of timing. There's another resource for you. If you don't want to listen to a podcast episode, you can go look at the book of Candle Magic because I have a whole section on there on timings and different ways you can do timings. So look at the idea of doing a timing if you want to bring some extra support to your spell. Do you have to do a timing? No. If you need a spell right now for something right now, do it right now and don't worry about the timing. But if you have the luxury of being able to sort of wait a few days or wait a week or two to start your spell work, you can start to really access that extra support of timings. Timings can be a lot of things: days of the week, um, astrological timings, and moon timings are another way of bringing timing energy into your spell. So there's one really big moon timing energy that's a very potent. I love working with it. I love working with the moon. I'm a Cancer. What can I say? We are ruled by the moon. So I have a very deep connection to the moon. So I really rely on, for myself, moon cycles, sometimes days of the week, depending on the spell, but mostly moon cycles for my work. So there's two main moon phases that we can work with in magic, and they don't take a lot of knowledge. You don't even need to have actually a calendar or anything, although you can look them up on online and on calendar. And that's the waxing and waning phases of the moon. So the waxing phase is after the new moon, the dark moon, and before the full moon. What happens is you will see what looks like a backwards letter C getting bigger and bigger in the sky, right? That little sliver of a moon that looks like a backwards C as it gets bigger and bigger on, on the right side, I would say. That is the waxing moon. If you're observing the moon and paying attention to the moon and you see the moon is getting bigger in the sky, we're moving toward the full moon. That's the waxing moon. Waxing moon energy is great for bringing something in. I'm increasing something, bringing something in. That's waxing moon energy. After the full moon, as the moon starts to get nibbled away and smaller and smaller and smaller until it's a dark moon, a new moon, that's waning moon energy. Waning is for banishing, decrease, getting rid of something that's unwanted. The whole moon cycle is a great, ideal kind of cycle to work with spell work. If you start at the full moon with your spell and during the waning cycle, get rid of the things that are unwanted. And then after the new moon, start to bring in what is wanted and do that over a whole month. That's a beautiful spell to do because you got a lot of support from the moon coming in as well as the work that you're putting in. So you're getting an extra boost from using those cycles of the moon. So we're in a waning cycle right now. What does that mean? Well, it's time to get rid of something. And it's really, I mean, you could just do it as a getting rid of something cycle and getting rid of something time and be done with it. But you can do it in preparation for what you want to bring in. So, like Nirvana says, I want to do a love spell, right? I want to do a love spell. All right. So, what would you get rid of before you would invite that love into your life? Well, lots of things you can get rid of in a love spell. Old relationships from the past. We don't want to go back to the people that did us wrong in the past or bad experiences. It's time for a clean slate. So waning moon time is great to release and let go of past relationships. Maybe we have some beliefs that no longer fit us anymore about relationship and love. I can say this is probably universal. People all over the world have a feeling coming from our ego that's not very helpful about ourselves in relation to love. Most people do. I'm not good enough. It's too late for me. I'm unlucky in love. There's no good people out there for me to, they're all taken. All the good ones are taken. These are all limiting beliefs and unhelpful beliefs that we can get rid of during the waning moon cycle when we want to get rid of something before we invite love in. So it could be stuff that we feel about ourselves. It could be stuff that we feel about who's out there and available. It could be stuff that we feel outmoded ideas that we have, right? Oh, it's too late to find love for me. I'm not good enough. I'm not this enough. I'm not that enough. I mean, all of those things are not helping us and they're not even true. So use this time to get rid of what needs to go: old baggage, ex relationships, experiences in the past that have made us have these negative beliefs or just the negative beliefs themselves. Beautiful thing that you can do for this: take a piece of paper, write these things down, burn the paper over a cauldron, and then collect those ashes and take them out far away from your home and let the ashes scatter in the wind, scatter in the breeze. Get rid of them. You want to banish those, get rid of them. And this is the perfect time for doing that. After the new moon, invite that beautiful love into your life. Invite the relationship that you want in. Invite that healing or that reconciliation or the new relationship or the better relationship. And it's a beautiful thing to do. So this is a great full cycle of the moon spell that you can do. And you can start it right now by getting rid of what's unwanted.